In this video, we're going to talk about a song called Uno, Dos, Trey. It is an 8-bar song. It's not very long at all. One of the things that I consider to be important when you're learning to play ukulele, especially in the beginner stages, is to understand how to read tab. Remember that tab is our form of communication, yeah? So we want to get this down solid, but also we want to get you used to putting your fingers in the frets. And especially when it comes to changing strings, like if you look in measure 6 in this song, when we get there, you're going to notice that there are some string changes that we're doing. And that's where things get a little tricky for new students. So let's dive into this thing and check it out. Welcome to Uno, Dos, Trey. Title of this song is it's kind of funny. Well, if you don't know, then you better go learn how to count in Spanish. Whatever the case, let's take a look at this song. We're starting with a 0, right? And that 0, as you all know, means open string. Let's go. 0, then 5. For those of you that don't know, 5 means that we should be in the 5th fret. And then we go 0, 3. Now here is a special figure. It's a special selection of notes. We have what's known as a triplet. With a triplet, what you have to do is you have to take 3 notes and fit them evenly into a certain amount of time. And in this case, that certain amount of time is 1 beat. So if our count is like this, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. That is how we would move to those triplets. In measure number 4, we start off going into measure 4, I should say. We start with another 0, and we're back to the 3 again. I like to do a little vibrato there. Just kind of move the string up and down. Notice that I'm not ever pulling down, because if I pull down, it's going to go off the edge of the board, yeah? So if you're doing a vibrato, push up like that. Go look at the video on how to bend strings. That'll show you that you can use 3 fingers to do a vibrato. Like that, if it helps you. Anyway, moving on. This is measure 5. Measure 6 is where the magic happens. This is where I want you to focus. Because right here is where we change strings. The string changes are going to take a little more time to get used to because you're moving up and down like this, yeah? So take your time with it. So I'm going to go starting from the last quarter in measure number 5. Start with the 0 and then go to the 3 above. Now here's another triplet and a string change. Notice that I have my ring finger on that string now. Now I'm going to use ring, pinky, ring, middle for the last 3 notes. Because this song, because of the tempo of this song, if you wanted to switch your hand position there, you could. Let me show you what I mean. I'm in measure number 6, 2, 3, and to see this long gap over here, this is a spot where you can actually switch fingers and go here. If you wanted to. I want to talk about the strum for this song, Uno, Dos, Trey. It's not that hard, so I'm just going to kind of briefly go through it. If you look at measure number 1, where you have that down, up, down, that's going to be a D add 9 chord. And that D add 9 chord looks like this. Right? Notice that I'm only covering the top 2 strings. If you look at the index finger, it's slightly angled on the string. It's not straight up and down. If you do go straight up and down, that's going to mean that you're going to have to put that extra bend in your fingertip, which is difficult to do and it eventually hurts. So I like to just turn my finger like this. And now by turning my finger like that, I don't have to do that bend anymore. And then my strum is just going to be down, up, down, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. And that's it, right? If you notice, there's one thing that I'm doing a fan strum right here. How do you do that? How do you do that? Because that brings excitement and that brings energy to your music. So how do you do it? Well, listen, all you got to do is sit there with your fingers on the top string like this and just practice doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over and over. Try to practice it slowly like this so you can gain control of your fingertips. That's not always easy to do, but just to let you know, this is something you can practice even when you don't have an ukulele with you. You can simply find a tabletop or something like that that has an edge on it. So for example, right here, I've got this little edge over here. I'm going to pretend that this beautiful kanilea ukulele is a tabletop, just for a little bit. I put my thumb here and then I put my fingers against the edge, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is practice. By using that edge, I'm creating the resistance that a string would create. Similar, at least. It's enough. How's about that? Other things that you can use would be like the crease in the leg of your pants. You could actually use that as resistance. And if you can't find anything at all, you always have this. Now look at this. First, I want you to notice that I'm not clenching my fist, right? That's very important. You don't want to start like this. You want to start like this. Kick one finger out at a time, and then you're going to use your thumb as a resistance. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that again. Can you hear it? A little free ASMR for you there. Bonus. And that's it. Eventually, you get it nice and smooth like that, right? Take it to the ukulele. You've been doing this all day. Everybody's going, what is this guy doing, right? Now it's time to bring it to the ukulele. And when we bring it to the ukulele, we're just simply going to put our fingers on that top string and boom, 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 boom. Same thing. Now I want you to notice that one thing that I'm doing is I'm muting the strings. I'm touching the string so that no pitch comes through. Only the rhythm or the attack side comes to the transients, so to speak, right? So right here, by doing this, I can hear the percussiveness of it. I want to make sure that I'm hearing 4 separate ta-ta-ta-ta. Just like that. And then when you're ready, try all the strings. Let me open it up. I'm going to hold a D add 9 chord. See that? It's loosely based on the Spanish Rasgueado, very loosely based on it. In Hawaii, we don't use it. Like in the Spanish Rasgueado, what they would do is they would use each fingers as a rhythmic element. But in this case, we're not using it as a rhythm. We're using it simply to embellish or enhance what we're already doing. Just like that.
Ready, set,
go.
ready, set,
go.
ready, set,
Go.
one, 2, 3, 4, ready, set,
Go.